You're watching the Varsity Media Sports Network, the home for New York high school sports.
Behind the back! Are you serious? No hesitation on the shot. Ms. Rice feeling it. Make it 3 for 3. And Ciolino, see you later. Here's a chance for Sias, and there's a shot and a goal.
Will Spare will take it all the way. Touchdown Seahawks.
The extra look and the goal. A gorgeous goal by North. Welcome to John Duffy Court in Bronx, New York, where tonight the Varsity Media Sports Network presents this non-conference game between Cardinal Hayes and Portledge. Before we get into all the particulars, we pause for the national anthem. Dylan Butler here with you on the Varsity Media Sports Network for this non-league matchup featuring the visiting Panthers of Portledge High School with a 15-2 record and the host Cardinals of Cardinal Hayes at 16-1. Should be a fun matchup between two teams that have had a lot of success. It's a game 2 that's been added late to both teams' schedule because of other cancellations. So both had an opportunity to fill a vacant spot in the schedule, and it worked out really well for both of them as well.
Starting with the Portledge Panthers.
We'll take a look at the starters for Portledge first off, and they are being introduced right now to the crowd here.
Joe Scandalios.
Joe Scandalios, the senior point guard. Brandon Lorber, Isaiah Ross, Anthony Follette, and Zaire Baines, fresh off becoming the all-time leading scorer in Long Island. And Baines is our impact player, and he's certainly the guy to look out for, as we mentioned, averaging 30.7 points per game, has 2,978 points. D1 interest is just starting out for Baines, who, again, is the all-time leading scorer on Long Island and then number 3 in New York State. Let's take a look at the starters for Cardinal Hayes now with their head coach, Joe Loads, and you see them there. And the one difference from the usual starters is Jaden Williams will get an opportunity, the 6'3 junior forward. You see DJ Victory, Elijah Moore, Mamadou Traore, and Tobe Owaka. And Victory is our impact player. Listen, when you need a victory, you go to DJ, right? And this is the guy who he's got his arm around Daniel Garfias in the pregame. He brings it light, but in the game, he is all business. 10 assists on the average for Victory, make it 10.7 assists and 2 steals. Our referees today, Carlos Martinez, Sean Morgan, and Joe Carmizione. Off the tip, 3-point attempt put up by Moore is no good. And now Portledge will look to push. Their head coach is Nick Takitis. First opportunity, no good. Rebounds. Push back out into the corner. There is Baines. He has unlimited range. This time hands off. 3-point attempt. Rims out. No good. Awaka with the rebound. Portledge wants to push the basketball. And that's good news, I think, to Cardinal Hayes. They want to as well. Awaka double teamed in the paint. Still gets the deuce. Not an easy basket for Big Tobe, but still uses his size and his strength to get that one in. Williams is the one guarding Baines. There is that matchup right now. Baines works off the screen by Ross. Loses it nearly. It's picked up there by Scandalios. 3-point attempt is good. Anthony Follett. When you talk about the scoring for Portledge, yes, Baines is the headliner, and Follett, if you will, is the leading or the second act there as Awaka triple teamed in the paint, still puts it up off the rim, off the glass, no good. And here comes Ross, acting as a little bit of a point forward. Open three attempt in front of the Hayes bench, front rim no good. Chasing down the rebound is Follett. 6'4" junior, averaging 18.5 points a game. Kick out three, that's good. Scandalios buries it, and a timeout is called by Cardinal Hayes. We'll keep it right here. It's a 30-second timeout. Good start for Portledge. And listen, if you are Portledge, you love the fact that Baines hasn't had to score yet, but others have. Good job by Follett there, drawing the double, kicking it out, and an open three there by Scandalios, who averages 3.9 points a game. Plays some lacrosse, plays soccer as well. Takitis describes him as a little firebug who can shoot it well. Checking in is Ian Jackson. So he was not in the starting lineup, and head coach Joe Lode said, oh, don't worry, you won't have to worry about seeing him after too much longer. So Victory running it. A little bit of a 2-3 look from Portledge defensively. Quick swing of the ball, down low. The attempt was off the mark. That was Tariq Foster trying to throw it down. And here's Baines, kicks it out. Follett for three again. Rims out, no good. And Jackson tracks down the rebound. Jackson goes end to end. Lost it on his way, but the ball stays with the Cardinals. Jackson averaging 20 points per game. Top 6th ranked player in the country in his class, and it's remarkable to think he's still just a sophomore. Victory! Dials up to 3. Listen, you like when your impact players come up big, right? 6-5 the score now. Here is Victory again getting involved. You see the ball deflects out. Moore gets it over. Victory knocks it down. Baines, 3-point attempt, no good. Here comes Hayes looking to run. He swing it down low. Awaka inside, and he's going to be a big-time matchup problem for a Portledge team who admittedly kind of runs all guards, right? They're pretty much 5 guards. Deep 3, rims out, no good. Awaka the rebounds. Moore doubled. Back out to Victory, tries to swing it down low. Off the mark, turnover for Cardinal Hayes. But for Portledge, you know, they've got a guy like Ross who's on the ball now who defends 7-footers. He's done that against Knox, but first foul is called on the push.
Foul committed by Tariq Foster.
It is Foster's first and the team's first, but certainly Owaka was a big issue and really one that you don't have an immediate answer for if you're Portledge. So it's got to be a team effort, and you saw the zone before and trying to take away the inside. Driving layup attempt, rejection. Baines looking for the foul, won't get it. Other way goes Moore, hands off Victory. Back to him, 3-point from the corner. No good, battle for the rebounds. It's still loose, it goes out of bounds, and it will be Portledge ball.
Cardinals lead by 7-6.
7-6 early on here. First quarter, Dylan Butler on the Varsity Media Sports Network. We're so thankful you're able to join us on this Thursday evening. And again, a game added late to the schedule. Baines off-balance jumper, no good. This allows Hayes now to run. Jackson thought about it, gets it to Moore. Inside to Owaka. Foul is on the court. And you can see they collapse in on Owaka. They put 3 on him. The foul is on Ross. His first, team first, inbound for Hayes underneath. It's Moore, the sophomore. He's got a Temple offer. And there's Jackson. Jackson, after that big performance in the hoop hall, picked up a UConn offer. 3-point shot is good by Elijah Moore. 10-6 now for Cardinal Hayes. Ross puts it on the floor, and it rims in. That's not the roll you expect a visitor to get. Ross used that strength and that size, 6'2", and gets the friendly rim as well. Victory for 3. Off rim, no good. And now here comes Ross. Ross drives through 2. Count it! And the foul.
Foul committed by DJ Victory.
So the foul on Victory, his first, and the team's second.
Correction on the name, pronunciation, Isaiah Ross.
So Ross, who Takitas says is one of the best defensive players that nobody talks about, converts on the offensive side. He's got 5, and the Panthers have a 1-point lead. Moore back to Jackson, and here is Victory. And ball deflects off of Moore, and it will be Portledge ball. And there's Baines getting it back. Baines kicks it, 3-point attempt. Rims out, no good. Another rebound for Owaka. We're not keeping track of them, but it's got to be at least rebound number 4. Jackson, back rim 3. Victory attacks the basket and gets it in.
Victory secures the long rebound and finishes for 2.
DJ's got 5. Baines kicks it out. They'll switch. And up top to Follett. Baines guarded. Good look. Quick passing. And there is Baines from deep. Back rim, no good. Attacking the hole is Jackson for 2. His first bucket of the game. And it's a 14-11 lead for Cardinal Hayes. Follett draws a double. There's Baines dribbling on Moore. Layup attempt, no good. And now Hayes can get out in transition. Jackson, the Euro step, and he's fouled on his way up.
Foul committed by Isaiah Ross.
Foul is on Ross, his second already.
At the line shooting
Portledge is a team that isn't particularly deep. Takitas says they kind of go with a 7-man roster in and out on that free throw. In comes Brandon Torres. He's an exciting player to watch. Just a freshman is Torres, 6'3", averaging about 4.6 points a game. Taquitas says he is our future. Jackson makes the second. And it's a 15-11 lead for the Cardinals. Follett swings it to Baines. Tries to find some room, stripped by Owaka. The handoff, Jackson steps back. Off the rim, no good. Battle for the loose ball, won by Owaka. Spins inside. Front rim, no good. Did everything but put that ball in the net. Final minute here of the first quarter. 15-11 for Cardinal Hayes. Baines tries to shake Williams. Gets by. Lefty layup is good. Pretty layup by the prolific scorer Baines. His first 2 of the game. And what a game he had against the Stony Brook School when he became Long Island's all-time leading scorer. Dropped 40 in that one. And it was special, too, because he was able to honor his close friend, the late JoJo Wright. 3-point from the corner to Moore. His second 3 makes it 18-13. Baines steps back. Deep 3. Front rim, no good. Offensive rebounds. Follett was in between decisions, and the quarter is over. So it's been a fun one. Cardinal Hayes has the 18-13 lead. You're watching this non-league matchup on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
Now is the time to showcase your skills for the next level. College recruiting videos help your athlete land a spot on the team and can save money on college tuition. Consider a professional video produced by Varsity Media. Our quality film and state-of-the-art editing will help your athlete stand out from the competition. We offer affordable rates and a quick turnaround. Contact Varsity Media today and book a college recruiting video. 516-403-2050 or online at varsitymedia.net.
Welcome back to John Duffy Court. Dylan Butler here. 8 minutes in the books, and it's Cardinal Hayes with an 18-13 lead. These two head coaches went to high school in the next borough, in Queens, as it's Portledge head coach Nick Taquitas, Cardozo class of 1992. You might have remembered Rafer Alston, Skip to my Lou. Well, he was in school with Skip as well, and Joe Loads, a St. Francis Prep graduate of 1993 for Cardinal Hayes. Off the inbound, it's Baines. Quick handoff. Attacking the basket, another lefty layup attempt off the rim, no good. Will stay here. It will be Portledge ball. Back out to Follett. Another 3 attempt. Rims out, and it's Owaka. You got to figure the more 3-point attempts that Portledge misses, the more open rebounds that Owaka will have. That shot by Jackson missed the mark. And there is Baines. Attacks, and he will get to the line. As we mentioned at the top, Baines,
Foul committed by Jaden Williams. That's his first.
as Williams gets called for the foul, his first, team's third.
At the line, shooting 2, Zaire Baines.
Baines, a guy who, against Stony Brook School, surpassed Greenport's Ryan Creighton, his 13-year record. He came into this game 69 points shy as he knocks down both free throws.
Baines hits them both.
Of Lance Stevenson's mark at Lincoln High School. Stevenson, number 2 in New York State in scoring. He won't get number 1 because the top scorer, and that's a deep shot and a good-looking one by Victory. He's got 7. The leading scorer in New York State's got like 4,000 points. So Baines attacks the rim. 2 more. He's starting to heat up. He has 6 now, and a traveling violation is called.
Checking in for the Cardinals, Fields.
Tyleek Fields checks in for Cardinal Hayes. And there's Baines on the ball, our impact player for Portledge. They pick him up now midcourt and lost it off his foot. Ooh, it'll stay the same way. I thought it's kicked off of Baines's foot, but it'll stay with the Panthers. And Baines, who Taquita says is built like a Tonka truck, inbounds the ball. There he is. Draws the double. Victory tries to swipe it away from behind. 3-point shot from the corner is good. Scandalios. Trifecta the other side, no good. Big rebound. The kick, another 3. This is victory! 10 now for victory. It's a 3-point lead for the Cardinals. Follett thinks about it, hands it to Baines. He doesn't have to think about it long because he's going to nail that 3. 9 now for Baines. And a timeout. You like that sequence there a second ago because Follett had a chance. We'll take a look at it again. Watch. Or this is the going into the timeout, but Follett thought about it, kicked it to Baines, and Baines again is a guy who's going to continue to go and shoot. 23 all. Cardinal Hayes rebounded well from their first loss of the year. That a 67-56 defeat to Stepinac. They dropped 102 on Bishop Loughlin in Brooklyn. That was a 102-74 win. In that one, Ian Wright scored 30. Tobe Awaka had 21 and 15. Big games for both of the big men in that one. So good bounce-back win. Good response there by the Cardinals. Also, victory with 10 assists in that win, which improved Hayes' record to 16-1. And the Hayes men are still prominently nationally ranked. The ranking was getting really high. I think it was up to 6 at one point by Max Preps. They're 11 at Max Preps, 19 in the Fab 50. Awaka. Again, no response inside for the big man. He's got 6. The best conditioned athlete Joe Load said he's ever coached. And it was funny. We saw Ross go to the bench, right, with 2 fouls. He drew the Mr. T reference, and Baines, come on. That's ridiculous. 2 more for Baines, but Taquita said, listen, I just watched Rocky 3, so I think Ross is my Mr. T. Lode's clearly a big fan of the Rocky genre, too, because he calls Awaka Drago. He said he's boxed up everywhere. There he is for the rebound. Baines is holding his hip off of that miss. And here comes victory. Hands off. 3-point attempt off the rim, no good. Rebound by Williams. Good pass inside. Awaka, though, can't get the flush. It was Follett from behind. And now Baines, all in his grill was Williams. Williams all the way to the hole for 2. Williams did the hard, dirty work defensively and then got his rewards with the layup. 27-25. And that's the strength of Awaka. He is just a brick wall back there, and that's what Baines just ran into. The Awaka wall. 4:13 left in this first half. It's a good one. 27-25 is your score. Ooh, and a little extra step. No, a foul was called first as Follett drove his way through the lane.
That is his
It's Awaka's first and the team's fourth. The inbound will be underneath. A sub for the Cardinals. Moore is back in, replacing Fields.
Panthers basketball, baseline out of bounds.
Here's Baines. Tries to go baseline. Victory comes with the help defense. There's an extra man to be found, and there he is. Follett to the hole. Rejection by Owaka. Victory to his left. Pulls up from 18. DJ Victory. He's been the facilitator most nights. Tonight, Victory is filling up the score sheet as well. 4-point lead for Cardinal Hayes. It's Baines. That's within his range. There he goes again. Baines, back rim no good. Long rebound. It's picked up. But here comes Hayes the other way. Quick passing. Open three. You can't leave Elijah Moore open. His third three of the game. 32-29 is the score, and a timeout is called by Portledge.
Timeout, Panthers. 30 seconds.
Panthers come into this game off of 7 straight wins. They had back-to-back losses in the middle of the season. They lost to Chaminade and St. Anthony's, and like I said, since they've reeled off 7 consecutive wins, including an 82-43 win over Lehigh B. And in our conversation with Takitis, he says, look, we're a small team in stature, but we are big in heart. We have one of the top offensive players in the country, is his estimation, and of course that player is Baines, one of the top defenders, who's maybe the most underrated player on the island or in New York, in Ross. He says we're very guard-oriented, and that's clearly the case with really nobody over like 6'3" in their lineup. And there's Follett. Actually, technically, he's listed at 6'4". Torres is in again. There's a three-point attempt, no good. Loose ball, it'll stay with Portledge.
Last touch by the Cardinals.
Substitution. Here comes pretty much one of their big men.
Daniel Okoronkwo.
It's Okoronkwo, number 40, or he's usually 50. He's 42. Okoronkwo, 6'4" sophomore. And he's in there for just chasing after rebounds. Jackson, the layup. Victory, looking a little bit like Henry Beelan on the football team, and long three by Follett, no good. Another rebound by Owaka. Beelan, by the way, part of the basketball team now. Potentially we might see him here tonight make his varsity debut. Loose ball won by Scandalios, and it's some of that soccer, lacrosse toughness that he brings to the basketball court. To Baines, and there was a foul by Victory, his second, and the team's fifth.
Checking in for the Panthers, Isaiah Ross.
So Victory goes to the bench as Foster checks in, and Ross comes back in. He's got 2 fouls. Nice pass to Baines. Attacks with his left and draws the foul. I mean, I'll tell you, if you've got no answer for Owaka, although the foul was actually called on Foster, that's one way to do it, as Baines will go to the line, and as he is from the field, from the line, just money.
Checking in for the Cardinals, Michael Kelly.
And Baines in double figures with 10. And again, leads Long Island, averaging 30.7 points a game. The D1 interest starting to heat up for Baines. Already has a whole host of D2s in on him. Final 2 minutes of this first half. A 34-27 lead. Moore in the corner, back out to Jackson. Michael Kelly in as well. Moore, another three, good! His 4th triple of the game. And the lead for Hayes, the largest of the game. It is 10. Baines steps back on Jackson. Misses the mark. Owaka collects the rebound, gets it to Kelly. Kelly tries to go long, intercepted up the court by Ross. Ross. Nice pass to Baines for 2. Great look by Ross, and Baines underneath for 2. Final minute of this first half. It's a 37-29 lead. Miss. Owaka, the putback, and the foul. And that's why there's so many D1s in on Owaka. 6'8", just an absolute beast. Scandalios with the foul. It's his first and the team's 3rd. And Owaka will attempt the three-point play, and a soft hands as well for Owaka. He has 9 now, as the lead is 11. Final 40 seconds as Ross, kind of acting as a point forward, drives hard to the hole, and he is called for the charge. That's his 3rd foul. And as quickly as Ross checked in, he will check back out. Brandon Torres back in, the 6'3" freshman. As there is Kelly handing off to Moore. Really, Hayes can hold to the last if they choose. It's a slight differential between the game and the shot clock at this point. Kelly backs up, draws a defender, switches it. He'll get it right back as well from Traore. 5 seconds. Here's Moore in his sweet spot. Buries it again. 5 first half threes by Elijah Moore, and he has extended Cardinal Hayes' lead to 43-29 at the break. We'll take a quick break as well. We'll have a halftime interview, and we'll get you some halftime stats and highlights as well. You're watching this Cardinal Hayes non-league showdown right here on the Varsity Media Sports Network. Over the middle, he's got a man. It's complete. Ciolino. See you later.
Going long, wide open, Perazi, he gets it, Perazi, foot raise, 10, 5, make it, touchdown, punch, counter punch.
The trickery, Ryder gets it back, goes over the top for Haberman. What a catch!
This Ross Simmons strips him, that's loose, and Ross Simmons is going to take this the other direction. Make it! Touchdown! Touchdown East!
Welcome back to Cardinal Hayes halftime here, and we'll take another quick break. And we'll get you some halftime stats and highlights as well. You're watching this Cardinal Hayes non-league game right here on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
Varsity Media is the tri-state area's leader in sports media production. We specialize in live streaming.
Gargiulo over the middle. He's got a man. It's complete. And Ciolino. See you later. Touchdown, Massapequa.
Videography. and photography. Covering all sports at all levels. We feature aerial photography and videography, college recruiting videos, live streaming of games.
Top of the key, Smith, why not? Wow. Bang! McKee, first down and more! Charlie McKee! Touchdown Oceanside!
School events, graduations. Varsity Media is available to cover a game, a tournament, a season, or any special event.
Talk to us a little bit about what went through your mind, how you prepared for that to run such a fast speed.
Currently, spectators are limited at events. Let Varsity Media bring the event to your fans. Contact Varsity Media today for more information. Online at varsitymedia.net or by phone 516-403-2050.
Welcome back to Cardinal Hayes. Dylan Butler here. And listen, usually we have Joe Loads here breaking things down, but I was told you can't have Joe Loads. You got to bring in Earl Ladson because he's a guy who knows a little bit about everything about Cardinal Hayes and athletics, the school, and certainly basketball as well. So, Coach Ladson, thank you for joining us here at halftime. And listen, in an entertaining first half, a high-scoring first half, what were your takeaways there? What did you think?
For me, it was good to see the boys bounce back. They had a good game after the loss of Stepanak, but the senior leadership, the senior response from this team, I look forward to the last push before the playoffs, sharpen everything up and to see the team grow together.
Yeah, this is a big one because, as you mentioned, right, there was a bounce-back win with Lachlan off of that loss, but also you've got a big game coming up as well on the road against St. Francis Prep, so need to kind of stay sharp and this is a good opportunity against a pretty good Portledge team as well from Long Island.
Oh, definitely. We here, at Cardinal Hayes, we welcome the Portledge community to the Hayes family, and we definitely think that these Hayesmen show the resiliency and the characteristics of Hayesmen to bounce back. So we appreciate the out-of-conference competition, and as we expand, but we look forward to keep going, up Hayes.
Earl, we're talking basketball here, and obviously it's a tremendous athletic program here that you have, football and baseball and track, other sports as well, but it's also an incredible academic institution as well, right here off the Grand Concourse. Just talk us to a little bit about how special a place that Cardinal Hayes is.
Definitely. As an alumni, I can honestly say that Cardinal Hayes changed my life, both academically and athletically. As an administrator, teacher, and coach here, we have soccer champions, we have basketball champions, we have football champions, but, I also am teaching, 5 kids that are going already pledged for Ivy League schools. So to see kids from the Bronx, change their lives, not only athletically, but also academically, speaks to the excellence, what it means to be a student athlete here at Cardinal Hayes High School.
If I've learned one thing about Hayes guys, a Hayesman, you're a Hayesman for life, and that's certainly the case with you and others as well. And Earl, we certainly appreciate a few minutes with you, and we look forward to speaking to you more during the season as well.
Thank you so much. Appreciate you guys having me. Up Hayes and all its loyal men.
There you go. Coach Earl Ladson, we'll take another quick break. We'll get you to the start of the second half. When we return, you're watching this Cardinal Hayes basketball game right here on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
Thank you.
Varsity Media is the tri-state area sports leader. We offer an array of services for any team, coach, player, athletic director, and parent. From game film to live streaming, we are available to cover your event anytime, any place. Looking for an enhanced experience? How about a professional broadcast with multiple camera angles, announcers, graphics, and instant replay? Need a highlight reel? We produce individual highlights for college recruiting and team highlight videos for end-of-season banquets. And when it comes to social media, nobody has you covered better than us. Hype videos, sideline highlights. We can tailor custom videos to make your team stand out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Why waste your time dealing with anyone else? When it comes to sports video, Varsity Media stands alone. Contact us at 516-403-2050 or online at varsitymedia.net.
Welcome back to Cardinal Hayes. Dylan Butler here at halftime, and it's a 43-29 lead for Cardinal Hayes. A balanced scoring attack for the Hayesmen, and kind of one-way traffic for Portledge. It's been all the Zaire Baines show to this point. 15 points to lead the Panthers, and Scandalios with 6. Follett had that early 3, and Ross has 5. And again, as you mentioned, for Hayes, a little bit more balanced scoring, but they're led by Elijah Moore. His 5 first half 3-pointers gives him a team high 15 points to this point. 12 for DJ Victory. You've got 9 for Tobe Awaka. 5 for Ian Jackson, and 2 for Jaden Williams. And we mentioned before, Cardinal Hayes. Next stop, they head to Fresh Meadows in Queens to take on St. Francis Prep, the top team in Brooklyn, Queens. That should be a fun matchup on Sunday afternoon. They're back here again on Tuesday and Wednesday afternoon. Both matchups we will have for you on the Varsity Media Sports Network. On Tuesday, it's Zavarian from Bay Ridge in the Bronx. A 4:15 start time for that one. And then it's Mount St. Michael on Wednesday. That's a rescheduled game from December 21st. That game was postponed. It's rescheduled, and then a busy week ends with Rivalry Night next Friday at 7 o'clock. This place will be jumping as St. Ray's comes to town. Hayes won that earlier matchup with St. Ray's. It was their second game of the season, a 74-65 win on the road. They then defeated Stepanak in game number 3, and Stepanak bounced back and got the win 2 games ago, 67-56, a sellout. Both games were sellouts. It was round 2 in that one, and I said on the air in that first matchup, kind of has the feeling of rounds 1 of 4. You figure these two teams should face off in the Archdiocesan Championship game as well, and perhaps as well in the big game of them all, the Intersectional Championship. We will see. 3-point attempt by Jackson off the mark, no good, and the Panthers get the rebound. And there's Baines. Baines looks to drive. Lefty layup. Rims out, no good. Ross, the putback.
Ross with the rebound and finish.
He's got 7. Inside to Owaka, puts it on the court, and he was fouled on his turn.
Foul committed by Brandon Lorber. That's his first team.
It was on Lorber, his first and the first of the second half. As Victory looks to inbounds to Owaka. Draws the double, and he's stripped. Follett in the open court. Tries to draw the foul, puts it off the backboard, and Baines finishes.
Baines gets the rebound.
He has 17. Slow to get up, though. 3-point shot by Jackson on the other side. Timeout called by the Cardinals. It's a 30, so we'll keep it here. It looked like Follett was trying to draw the foul, didn't get it, and in doing so missed the layup. But then Baines was there for the putback as well. 2 more for him gives him 17, and a timeout by Hayes. Mentioned Joe Loads and his associate, head coach Tim Philp. Philp spent 9 seasons as the varsity coach at Stepanak. He went to 3 semifinals, the 2010 city championship game there as well. And, of course, Joe Loads, an incredible record in seemingly a short period of time, 14 years, a 278 record, and 278 and 62 record. Oh, Baines again. The triple. worth the price of admission. Owaka calls for it down low. Good hands there as well. Ross came as the secondary guy, but Lorber got his hands on it first. Baines backs up on Jackson. Drives, kicks it to Ross. Ross tries to go baseline, lost it by Owaka. Good D there by Owaka. Williams looks to push. Hands off to Jackson. Top of the key is Victory. 4-3, no good, and a push-off will be called on Owaka down low. It's his second and the first of this second half. 10-point lead for Cardinal Hayes. As Baines has the ball. Hands off. That's the one thing here in this one, as Follett's called for the travel. He's not been able to get hot in this one, and usually it's a two-man game. And look, when you consider Baines averages 30.7 points a game and Follett comes in at 18.5, I'm not a mathematician, but that's 48 points in a ball game between two guys. It's no surprise as Lorber gets the rejection inside. It's no surprise that, as it's a little bit wild now on the court, that the other guys in the team on Portledge's team average in single digits. Follett puts it on the court, hands off to Lorber. Like what he's brought so far, battling inside with certainly bigger guys. Baines tried to get past Victory, but Victory wouldn't give him that lane. And here's Moore. Moore against St. Peter's this year had a big day from beyond the arc. Owaka pushed from behind, and that's what Lorber will bring as well. 6'2". Lanky does a lot of the little things. Lorber picks up two quick ones. And Owaka to the line to shoot two. That's a rare miss for Tobe from the line. Lode says he's the best rebounder in the league, and we've seen a lot of the Catholic High School League this year. It's hard to argue with that assessment. Have not seen anyone better than him. And a charge called on Baines. It was Victory drawing it.
Foul committed by Zaire Baines. That is his first team's
first foul for Baines. And the third on the Panthers. Takitis kind of joked, said, a little bit of David Goliath here, a little Hoosiers. He was here early, didn't see him necessarily measuring the rims or having that Gene Hackman conversation. Baines, another triple. 23 now for Baines of his team's 39. Victory uses the backboard and gets two more.
Victory off the window. Cardinals lead back to 10.
14 for the point guard, and you can kind of see the storylines here, how it's emerging, right? It's Baines and his offensive prowess and a collective effort offensively for Hayes. Baines flings it. Lorber, the three, no good, and the rebound by Victory. Quick outlet pass, and Jackson is money in the open court. 10 now for Ian Jackson. Here's Ross. Hands off Baines, no good. Owaka, the rebounds. For a moment, it was just a fleeting moment, we had Mr. T shooting on, or with Drago defending him. The Rocky references. Jackson backs it up for three. No good. Owaka, the putback. 12 for Owaka. He averages 21 and 11. The lead, 53-39 for Cardinal Hayes. Ross in front of his own bench. Off the rim, no good. Williams the rebounds. Owaka! The rim rocker! Hey, he took my line. I should have that copyrighted, I think. You see it again as Owaka on the other end just got the rejection as well. So Owaka's showing it off on both sides of the ball. Baines draws a double, kicks it inside, and that's where Victory comes in. How about Moore? He's showing a little bit more than his three-point prowess. That's his first basket. That wasn't a three, and he flushes it. Timeout called a full by Portledge. It is all going the way for the Hayesmen. They lead this one 57-39. Elijah Moore throws it down. You're watching this Cardinal Hayes non-league showdown on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
Now is the time to promote your business on our broadcasts.
Now Farmiga will fire and find the back of the net.
Top of the key, 4-3, good.
With viewership in the thousands, your company will get the local attention it needs. Best of all, we offer affordable rates. High school sports online audiences are growing. Take advantage by advertising with Varsity Media.
Hands off, three-point shot is up and in. Welcome back to John Duffy Court in the Bronx. Dylan Butler here with you on the Varsity Media Sports Network. A close game has been extended out a little bit now as Portledge tries to play catch up, and that's a good way to try to do it. Scandalios with the triple. All three of his baskets have been three-pointers. He's got 9. As we'll have an inbound here at midcourt. Back to Victory. Spins, drives, Victory, no good. Owaka, the putback, can't get it. And Ross will go the other way. Gets it right back. Baines trying to post up. Loses it. Here comes Jackson. Looking for teammates. Finds Victory in the corner. Rims out, no good. Now an attempt here for Portledge to run. Baines, layup, no good. Ross, the tap, put back. 9 now for Ross. And Moore goes to the hole, kind of showing his ability other than just, he's not just a three-point shooter, right?
At the line shooting 2, Elijah Moore.
So Moore will go to the line to shoot 2. First one is good. Moore averages 11 points a game. Temple, St. Peter's have offered. Second free throw is good. Moore, when you talk about Mount Rushmores of shooters, you've got Tyrese Williams, who's now at Quinnipiac. Baines from 3, no good. There's Victory again. You got Justin Samaro, of course. He's at Gardner-Webb. But Moore is right there in the conversation with those guys. Layup by Jackson with the left hand. As good as any shooter, Loade said he has coached here at Cardinal Hayes. Final minute, third quarter. Follett spins, hands it back to Baines. Baines wants a screen, and he'll get it by Lorber. Double comes. That's the thing, too, about Baines. He will look for the open man. Good steal by Victory. We go the other way! And Jackson Captain Jack with the flush. And we're going the other way. Jackson, the handoff, the layup by Victory. And they've broken this one open. It's a 21-point lead for Cardinal Hayes. Ross is fouled. He looked to be a little out of control, but fouled on the drive. It was Williams, his second, and the team's second. Here comes Tyleek Fields. 11.5 seconds left in this third quarter. Ross backs up. There's Follett. Back to Baines. Nice step back by Baines. He's fouled on the attempt by Jackson. That'll be a 3-point attempt.
At the line shooting 3.
Jackson's first foul. Baines to shoot 3. Gives us more chance to talk about this young man. In our conversation with head coach Nick Takitis, he says of Baines, he doesn't care who you put on him. He's going to score the ball. That's his second of 3. There's no place on the court he can't shoot from, and he will indeed go to the hole. He's knocked down 2, looking for the third. And it is good.
Baines hits all 3 from the stretch.
26 now for Baines. Awaka, why not? Hey, he's hit a 3 this year, but not that one from out near mid-court. Third quarter in the books. We've got 8 minutes to play. 65-47 is your score. You're watching this Cardinal Hayes non-league game right here on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
Parents and athletes, why leave your college career in the hands of amateurs? Varsity Media produces professional college recruiting videos that you can use to help land a spot on the team. Our highlight reels have proven to save thousands of dollars in college tuition. You've worked hard and put the effort into your high school athletic career. Don't take any chances when it comes to your future. Varsity Media has been producing college recruiting videos since 2010. We understand what college coaches are looking for, and our attention to detail on your highlights will separate your resume from others. Stand out from the crowd. We'll help showcase your talents.
Welcome back to John Duffy Court. Dylan Butler here. Final 8 minutes of regulation. And it's a 65-47 lead for Cardinal Hayes. Here is Victory. Victory end-to-end. DJ Victory.
DJ Victory.
He's got 18. Here's Jackson. Hands off to Awaka. Spins in the lane. Righty layup is good. The man-child. Actually, just cut out the child. He is a man. Ross is fouled, but good sportsmanship there by Awaka to pick him up.
That is his third, team's 4th.
Foster called for the foul. And Ross will go to the line to shoot 2. Of Ross, Takitis says one of the best defenders that nobody is talking about. He is a defensive machine. Back rim no good on the free throw. And look at this. You see the big man here, number 10, hearing it from the faithful here at Cardinal Hayes. That's Henry Beelan, who the crowd on the baseline have been calling for. Ross misses the second, and he is guarding Baines. Beelan is your football quarterback. Baines doesn't care. Scandalios gets the 2. He's in double figures with 11. So yeah, Henry Beelan heading to Duke. This is his first varsity experience, at least on the hardwood. Here comes Portledge. Follett hands off, gets it right back. Steps back. Tough shot by Follett. His first points since the first quarter when he had 3. That's 2 more for him, and it's 69-51 now. There's Victory, drives, kicks out. Jackson, the deep 3 is good. He has 17. You've got 4 different players in double-figure scoring as a foul called underneath by Beelan. So 4 different players in double figures. Just the one right now. And Beelan gets his first foul as Lorber will go to the line to shoot. So you can see how popular Beelan is, because the chance started, maybe back in the second quarter or so, and this is his first football game, right? We had to get his number just before the start of this one. Lorber goes 1 of 2. Victory, look out. Follett was right there as they attempted to press. Jackson, another triple, no good. Ooh, the little attempted tap back rebound by Victory is no good. 20-point lead now for Hayes on this Thursday evening in the Bronx. We're so thankful you're able to join us on the Varsity Media Sports Network. Baines, guarded by Jackson. Stolen. Here comes Hayes the other way. Beelan picks up the fumble. Victory up top, and he wisely pulls it back. The crowd wants Beelan. The students want Beelan to get this ball. Ooh, Foster, a ferocious dunk, misses the target. The Euro step the other way, and a foul will send Baines back to the line.
Foul committed by Mamadou Traore.
The foul on Traore, his first and the team's 6th. So Baines back to the line where he has been and continues to be perfect on the game. He's made all 8 of his free throws to this point. Make it 10 or 9 of 9. Those 2, as Portledge calls a timeout, gives Baines 28 on the game. That's still below his season average of 30.
Timeout, Panthers.
Portledge from here, well, they've got a tough couple of games. They head to Lehigh on February 5th. Lehigh played Hayes to an unbelievable game in New Rochelle where it was won by Cardinal Hayes. Then you've got St. Ray's, another game at Stony Brook School as well for the Panthers, who play in the PSAA. They're a Class B school, so they welcome any of these opportunities to play some big games. And that was, again, part of the conversation. This was a late added game. Hayes had a game that was postponed, unable to get rescheduled, and Portledge, Taquitas said they were looking for 3 to 4 games, and it's a little difficult on Long Island because they're a B-level school, so one of his AAU coaches, Taquitas, has the Heat Elite, which is the number 2 ranked independent team in the country on the AAU circuit. So one of his AAU coaches reached out to me, said Hayes is looking for a game. He shot a text message to Coach Loads, said it would be an honor to play you. Everything worked out perfectly, so it's also how they were able to get St. Ray's on the schedule. St. Ray's had a game canceled as well. So the negative, right, of this sort of COVID era that we're in is you'll have a lot more cancellations on the schedule than you've had before, but an opportunity like this one to make up for it. Owaka, front rim, no good. The rebound goes to Ross. Will go the other way. Follett lines up the 3. Off the rim, no good. Battle for the loose ball. It goes to Victory. He'll look to push. 3-point attempt, no good. A little helter-skelter here. Baines, lefty layup, no good. Owaka, the rebound, gets it to Traore. Back we go the other way. Traore to Beelan, Misses the bunny. Put back as well, and he'll go to the line. This is history, folks. Scandalios with the foul, his second. And Henry Beelan, an opportunity here to get his first points as a varsity basketball player. Free throw is good. Put him in the books. A big ovation from the student section for Beelan. Second free throw. He looks like he's been here before. Beelan buries both. It's a 20-point lead. Baines for three, no good. Owaka the rebounds. Beelan heading to play football at Duke. Owaka the putback.
Owaka in the paint for two.
He's got 18 now, does Owaka. But yeah, great story. Henry Beelan, he worked out with the team when they had a few guys short from illness. Owaka goes end to end. Another rim rocker for Tobe Owaka.
With the handle into the lane for the dunk.
Timeout called. Here's another look. Look at Owaka. He's a point guard trapped in a forward's body.
Timeout.
Going end to end to extend it to 78 to 54 with 4:09 left. We mentioned next game is at St. Francis Prep for the Cardinals. This is a team that has been dominant since 2011. A 215-67 record. Hayes has won league titles in 2012, 13, 14, 16, 17, 18, and 19. 3 Archdiocese titles in that time, 14, 16, and 19. A state championship in 2017. And they've been to the Final Four a ton as well during that time. Ross tries to get to the hole, and he is fouled by Beelan. Yeah, listen, he's a QB, but Beelan's a big boy, right? He's bringing that gridiron physicality, although they call Kelly for the foul.
Team 7.
As Ross will go back to the line. Missed his last 2 attempts, did Isaiah. That one is too strong. But Beelan, listed as the number 32 ranked pocket passer in the country. One of the guys trained by the Sims elite quarterbacks. Missed both. There is Victory, took a shot, spins around a few defenders, hands off to Beelan. What will Henry do? Attacks the hole, lost it on his way up. Follett, the lefty, 3 is good. On a senior-laden Panthers team as Moore attacks the rim for 2 more. He's got 21. Follett is an underclassman, so he'll be back. Baines gets 2 more inside. He's at his season average now of 30. Here's Kelly, hands off to Jackson. 80-59 is the lead for Cardinal Hayes. Jackson, lefty layup is good. 2 more for Ian. He's got 19, and Garfius is in for Hayes. So to the bench goes Jackson. It looks to be his night is over. Perhaps the same is true of Victory and Owaka as well. Baines is like, that's fine. I'll go to the basket still. He gets the and 1. As he now has 32, chasing 33 now. Michael Kelly called for the foul. His second. Baines, his first miss on the 1-and-1. Here's Garfius. Stolen by Baines. Baines pulls up, backs it up for three. Front rim no good. Battle for the loose ball. It's on the court, goes out of bounds, and it will stay with Portledge. We've had a pretty good clip here. What is it, only 10 after 7, so we're like an hour and 10. That was even longer than my commute from Suffolk County here today. 2:28 to go here, an 82-61 lead. Baines on the court, and he will go back to the line.
Foul committed by Henry Beelan. That is his second.
Beelan called for the foul, his second, and the team's 9th.
Baines at the line.
And Baines will get this free throw. So just one miss on the day from the foul line for Zaire Baines, Long Island's all-time leading scorer. Knocks down the second.
Baines hits both at the line.
34 now for Baines. Oh, they need some help. Moore provides it. Quickly hands off. Three-point attempt is good. Sweet stroke by Tyleek Fields. Fields knows a thing or two about quarterbacks in the Catholic High School Football League. His brother was a big one as well, Ty Quell, who was on to Stony Brook. That might be the biggest ovation for a defensive rebound you've heard all day. Henry Beelan hearing it from the crowd. By the way, his brother Rich will be the starting quarterback next year for the Cardinals for C.J. O'Neal. Don't see C.J. in the house here tonight. Maybe watching the live cast. Ooh, Baines drops the triple from the Grand Concourse. Another two for Beelan. He has 4 on the game. Baines backs it up even further to the RFK bridge. Garfius in trouble, triple teams. Where's the help? Beelan picks up the fumble. Beelan to the hole. Can't get it to fall. Layup is good by Follett. He's now in double figures, is Follett. Beelan, the pump fake and the layup. A cult hero off the Grand Concourse is Henry Beelan. Garfius the steal. Garfius pulls up for 3. Rims around, offensive rebound. Put back, front rim, no good by Beelan. What a pass by Beelan. The layup by Michael Kelly. Beelan lighting up the stat sheet. 3 attempts by Follett, no good. Shot clock is off. Garfius attacks the basket, the floater. Front rim, no good. 91-68 is the lead. Baines said, all right, I'll take this last shot. Misses it, tries to get his own rebound. It goes into the hands of the man, Beelan. Why not? From past half court. Hey, he's the QB. He's supposed to be able to connect from long. That one does not fall, but it won't matter. Final score, Cardinal Hayes wins this one 91-68. Hayes improves to 17-1 on the season. We'll take a quick break, and we'll get you our player of the game when we return right here on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
Varsity Media is the tri-state area sports leader. We offer an array of services for any team, coach, player, athletic director, and parent. From game film to live streaming, we are available to cover your event anytime, any place. Looking for an enhanced experience? How about a professional broadcast with multiple camera angles, announcers, graphics, and instant replay? Need a highlight reel? We produce individual highlights for college recruiting and team highlight videos for end-of-season banquets. And when it comes to social media, nobody has you covered better than us. hype videos, sideline highlights. We can tailor custom videos to make your team stand out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Why waste your time dealing with anyone else? When it comes to sports video, Varsity Media stands alone. Contact us at 516-403-2050 or online at varsitymedia.net.
Welcome back to John Duffy Court. Dylan Butler here with the Varsity Media player of the game. It is DJ Victory. And DJ, we haven't had the chance to talk. Not only do you have the best name in the Catholic League, you brought your overall game today as well. You're the facilitator usually, but it looked like you were able to get your shot here today. What was it about maybe this opportunity where the shots were able to, or the opportunities to shoot came for you?
The coach always tell us if we have the open shot, take it. So today I felt like I was open, so I took it, and luckily they was going in.
You guys had that first loss, obviously, against Stepanek. You split with those guys. Bounced back pretty well from that. I'd imagine you liked their response as one of the seniors, one of the leaders. You had that big win at Laughlin, and now this one a big win too because it sets you up for that showdown against St. Francis Prep on Sunday.
Yes. We after the loss, we looked up. We watched the game film, seen what we did wrong, seen what we did good. We went to practice harder, and we got the W's. Now we ready for Sunday.
What'd you like here from your team here tonight?
Every game we share the ball. So as long as we continue sharing the ball and playing defense, we should be good.
And listen, I don't know if you knew this, but you have a new cult hero here with Henry Beelan. I mean, this place went bonkers when he was out there. Started filling up the stat sheet. He's another weapon for you guys, huh? From the football field onto the court.
Of course.
So what do you think down the stretch here of the season? Obviously, to this point, you're 17-1, but some big games as well down the stretch of this regular season. And, of course, the business end is the postseason. What do you think about the opportunity you guys have here this year?
It was great because this year we played good, and the opportunity we had, it gave us an eye-opener and other people to see what Cardinal Hayes basketball is about.
All right, DJ Victory leading the way here tonight and throughout most of the season. Congratulations on a great game. We wish you the best of luck going forward as well.
Thank you.
All right, so that's DJ Victory, our player of the game. We'll take his headset. Thank you, DJ. Great game by the point guard. We'll tally up his points. Finished with 18, which pretty sure was a season high for him as well. And again, multiple players in double figures. You had 20 for Tobey Awaka, 19 for Ian Jackson, and of course all those threes that was rained down earlier as well by Moore. He finishes with 21. So actually Elijah Moore was your overall high scorer, but a great game as well. Of course, leading the way for Portledge was Zaire Baines, again averaging 30.7 points a game, the all-time leading scorer on Long Island. Finished with 37 on the game, just shy of the 40-point mark, but a great one for him as well. And Follett had a big fourth quarter for them as well to finish off with 10 points. So that'll do it here for us from Cardinal Hayes. A reminder again, our next Cardinal Hayes broadcast will be next Tuesday afternoon when the Clippers from Zavarian come to the Bronx. A 4:15 tip for that one. And then it's Mount St. Michael on Wednesday and St. Raymond's on Friday. All three games could be viewed right here on the Varsity Media Sports Network. So that'll do it here from the Bronx.
You're watching the Varsity Media Sports Network, the home for New York high school sports.